Good evening, this is London calling for you from the BoHo Scarecrow. And I thought I would leave you a video blog to go with my new blog spot, which is the BoHo Scarecrow.blogspot.com. Just to tell you what I'm up to and to do a bit of shameless self-promotion. So what has happened since I last did a BoHo broadcast? Well, we played the mini opera at Regents Park to close the Treehouse Gallery, which was a tremendous success. I hope we have some video for you soon. A really great show, and what that's led me on to now is to looking at what will be BoHo Project 4. I'm working on BoHo Projects. BoHo Project 1, mini opera in the park. BoHo Project 2, have a look at the website and I'll explain a bit more. 3 was the sessions, which I'll talk to you about in just a moment. But 4 is going to be doing Attack of the Chevron action flasher indoors, in theatres, with a light show, full rock and roll band, and I reckon that'll probably be early part of next year. But it was really great for me to sort of see these songs that I put together and the demos that I put together a few years ago come together in a theatrical space, and it was enabled me to really perform in a way in which I think a lot of musicians don't get a chance to do, and certainly a lot of writers don't get a chance to do. So, you know, thumbs up on that one. Now, big thing I want to sort of big up is my gig on at 229 this Friday. That's November the 6th. It's going to be the biggest thing since Bonfire Night, November 5th. Really great venue, and we've got tons of people coming along. I am really fired up. Be looking at what I'm going to put in the set list. I'm going to play some electric, going to play some acoustic. Want to get other musicians involved, may or may not happen. We're going to wait and see. But it's going to be a really great show. No projections, unfortunately. I don't have a projector there, but this is something which we're bringing in more and more now, and I'm really looking at the moment to go and get people involved as part of, you know, doing light crew work and light shows and projections and films and movies and all these multimedia things that we can do now in pubs and we can do really cheaply. And you know, I think it's a really great way for me as a musician sort of complement what I'm doing on stage as a performer. Other big thing that I've been working on, I've been working really hard on my Lightgate opera. I'm obsessed with this at the moment, and I know it's something which I've taken ages about. I know it's something I've talked about a lot, but it's something which I'm going to talk about a lot more in the coming months, because for me, I can see the end of it now. I've seen the structure sort of grow from a rough concept into something with some real empathy and pathos for the characters, and I can sort of see now that the way it will develop. I can see the structure. I can see that the concept is interweaving now with the content and the form. So it's brought me into a place now where I feel ready to finish the job and deliver it and to do wonderful things with it. The other big thing was BoHo Project 3, and that was doing my sessions up in a little house that I've got access to up by the coast in Norfolk. And when I was up there, I played on a 19th century Dutch clipper. And I played a gig there, and I played there again, and it was wonderful, and the people that were there were warm and up for it, and brilliant to play out of London, and brilliant to play out in a really different space. So when I was up there, I recorded 5 songs, one of which I won't mention because it was particularly rude when we were drunk. The other one of which I wrote on the spot, and it was very strange because I went there to go and record songs which I knew, and songs which I thought I would do in 5 minutes, and I found myself recording. The first thing that I did there was a new song called Now You're Gone, which is sort of part garage rock, part sort of Tom Matchett goes off into space. But it cleared the palette for me, and then I managed to get down to recording the other songs that I want to do. So I did Beacon number 2, which I've been mixing, and is driving me fucking crazy at the moment. Because what I'm doing with it is I'm doing things with the vocals on it which I've never heard before. And when I listen to those vocals just a cappella now, with some of the effects I put on, I can see how the other beacons, there are 4 beacons in the Lightgate Opera, will all plug in together, and how they should be themed, and how they could work off the back of that. So it's been maddening but inspiring. Beacon number 4 I did that, which was really good to go and get down finally. And a new version of Beer Bottle Joe, which I played a lot when I was out in the States. I played a lot. It was about my writer's brief that I got when I was in Canterbury about a guy called John Green. And so I've come away from it, from this whole period recently, feeling quite enthused. I've lost people, I've gained people. I've played some good shows. I've met some interesting people, and I've done some wonderful things. What I'm really looking forward to now is to carry on working on this big opera thing. I really want to go and get my album done. And even though that now this is BoHo Scarecrow talking to you and not Tom Matchett, the Tom Matchett album that I was talking about is still happening. But it's just a matter really of finding the right time to get that together. And I've realised now what a huge amount of work this is. You know, I'm one of these people that goes and gets very big, overly ambitious, you know, crazy ideas, and then what I realise is the actual execution of it's very difficult. But some friends of mine, Music for Smart People, who have been over here recently and stayed with me, you know, one of them said to me, they said, well, the most important thing is if you get it done and you get it out there, then it's out there, you know. We're perfectionists, musicians, often, and I think this is the reason why so often people talk a lot more than they actually do. But I know that, you know, you when you commit to a project, you really want to see it through and see it through in the best possible light. And that's what I'm trying to do at the moment. But I'm really enthused though. The BoHo Scarecrow project, as such, has really taken off tremendously well. And I feel a lot more comfortable working under this moniker rather than under my own name, or working as part of a group, being part of a, you know, what we're doing now is we're doing brand, not band. The music's still absolutely key to it, but it enables me a lot easier to go out and express myself and to be able to go out and kind of fulfill myself in that area, that rather than if I were going under my own name. So like I said, I'm looking forward to 229 on Friday. I don't feel too well at the moment. I feel under the weather, you know. I don't sleep much. I'm struggling to eat a bit. But I'm really fired up, and I'm really keen to go out there, and you know, I feel that this is one of those shows which is just going to have it right there. And I hope that we'll see you there. You can find us on Facebook at the BoHo Scarecrow Facebook group. There's my own MySpace, myspace.com/Tom Matchett. There's twitter.com/BoHo Scarecrow. For those of you who don't think too many twits make a twat. I hope to see you there, and you look after yourselves. And we'll be doing new things. There's the BoHo Scarecrow Radio Hour is coming up, which is going to be tremendously boring for all of you. But that's one of our latest ideas here over at BoHo HQ, and hopefully when it comes out you can take part in it, and we want to sort of go and get more people involved with what we're doing right here. And in the meantime, you take care of yourselves, and we'll speak soon.